Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Crafty Christmas in July 2023 YouTube collaboration hosted by Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and Lisa from Paper Lace and Bling. In this year's collaboration, there are several YouTube collaborators, so go ahead and check out the description box below for the links to their channels and check out all their content throughout the month of July. There's also links to Facebook groups and Etsy shops and other things, so check all of that out. Today's video, we're going to be working on spread number 21 and 22 in the December daily that I've been working on. So we're gonna just jump right on in. We're in the middle of the signature for the final signature. So I'm going to do an actual spread kind of across this page. So first of all, I'm going to be using this piece here with this like ripped edge look from the Elizabeth Craft Designs Planner Essentials. And I've taken it, it was one piece like this, and I've just folded it in half, cut it on that fold, and then flipped one of the pieces over. So I'm going to use this so that it will flip up so there'll be room for journaling or photos. Now I have a piece of my just plain white ribbon that I'm going to run through these holes, and I'm going to glue this together so that that will hold my pieces in place. And then I'm going to glue just this top portion to the page. Once I have my ribbon through the holes, I'm going to add some adhesive and fold this over. And then I'm going to clip this one because I don't need it to be quite that long. And then I'll fold that piece over here to secure it in place. And then I cut one of these pieces of the bow off of this trim. Lisa gave this to us in our goodie bag. So this is from Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling. And she has a sale going on in her Etsy shop right now where if you spend $15 or more before shipping and tax, you get a yard of lace for free. And then if you put my name in the notes box, if you do purchase anything, I get credit for that. And whoever has the most referrals to her shop, one of the collaborators will win a goodie bag. Just a fun little thing that she's doing for us. So now that I have this combined, I'm going to add my adhesive, and I added it just to that top section. And then I'm going to place this down here towards the bottom portion of the page. I'm going to place this border strip. I have actually cut one piece for both sides of my spread. It's going to cross both of them, but I've cut it so that it won't actually go across that line. Looks like I cut it a little too big. I will need to trim this when I'm done. And then here is the other piece here. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this piece on now. I'm going to bring in my 21, and then I have this little piece that I used this die set for, and it's just this little index card here, or file folder looking card. Divider maybe, I don't know what it technically is. So I'm going to place it like this. This is going to be my pocket. This is going to sit down inside of my pocket, and I'm going to have my 21 resting on my corner of my pocket. So I'm going to first make a pocket out of this piece. Then I'm going to adhere down my 21 right to the top corner of that piece. I'll put my little card in here. And then I've got another one of those little bows from the trim. And I've got some of the white trim. And I think I'm going to cut one of these off. And then I will add my trim just to the bottom of that little pocket piece. And then I'll add my bow just to this corner here, like that. So next I'm going to go ahead and add some gems. First I'm going to add a gem to the center of both bows, and I'm going to be using my gold pearls for this layout because the paper is that red from the patterns and solids. I'm just going to try to use my gold gems instead of more red. And I'm going to add gems to each of these pieces. Over here, I'm going to add gems across the top. So I'm going to put 2 on each side of the bow. So this is all for layout number 21. We'll come back and start on 22 next. For spread 22, I'm going to create a side pocket using this piece here. So I'm going to have the opening on the right side of the pocket. I'm going to place this in the center of my page here. And then I'm going to place my number 22 right in the middle of that pocket piece. Next, I've got a piece of the decorative paper and some of the trim that Lisa provided in our goodie bag. And I'm just going to make a simple photo mat or journaling card out of this piece. So I'm just going to place the trim up this side. But I'm also going to be placing a piece of black border strip. I forgot I need to add this first, so I'm going to add that down. And then I'm going to place my trim right on this right edge of the piece. And then I have this little tiny piece left over from the border strip that I'm going to add down here. And then this is going to go in my pocket. And then I have a little Happy Holidays piece. This is left over from one of the border strips. And I'm going to adhere only the left portion of it down here to the bottom section of my pocket. Now for this side of the page, I've cut a photo mat that I've roughed up the edges using my scissors, and I am going to just adhere this down to the top part of my page. Next, I'm going to place the Tidings of Comfort and Joy cut apart piece right below this, just slightly overlapping my photo mat piece. And then I have some pieces of trim. I'm going to add the first one at the bottom of my cut apart piece that I just placed down. And that's going to be the more decorative one. Then I've got another piece of trim, and I am only going to adhere down the two corners. That way, if I place a photo on here, it can actually slide up underneath this trim if needed. And now the page is ready for gems. Starting on the page with the 22, I'm going to place gold gems in the center of my flowers here. And then I'm going to add some gems onto my trim like I have on previous pages. On this side here, I'm going to place my gems in the centers of my bottom trim piece. And on the top, I'm going to place my pieces just like I did on the other side between each of these little banner sections of my trim strip. I'm going to leave the pages just like this. So now we're finished with spreads 21 and 22. So in the next video, I hope you'll stay tuned. We'll be finishing up pages 23, 24, and 25. Don't forget to check out all the other YouTube channels listed in the description box below for more Christmas in July content. Thank you for watching and have a great day.